One of the most popular conversations I'm having right now is whether it's a good time to build a custom home. Potential clients, family, and friends seem to all be talking about soaring lumber prices. When lumber prices soar, we see other material costs go up. So most people are calling me and saying, why would I want to build a house now? Why don't I just wait until prices come down? Or something like that. So we thought we'd take a few minutes and talk to you about some of the reasons that now is a great time to build a custom home. And if you stick around to the end, we'll talk about a reason or two that it might not be the right time for you to build a custom home. So if you're new to our channel, this is your first time tuning in, I'm Andrew Giannatasio. I'm one of the owners of GTG Builders. And hit that subscription button now so that you get information about upcoming videos. If you've been thinking about building a custom home for yourself and your family, I'm going to give you some reasons that you can feel good about doing it right now. And reason number one is that money is cheap. Banks are looking to lend you money to build your custom home, and it's cheap. It's the cheapest it's ever been, as far as I know, and people are doing great and crazy things with financing homes. So even if you have the money in the bank to go out and plunk down to build your custom home, you may want to keep that money in the market and take advantage of the low interest rates offered for new construction. If you're somebody that would need to finance a custom home, then this is a fantastic time. Your monthly payments would be the same as it was 20 or 30 years ago, and we may not see these rates again. Federal government's talking about changing zoning and financing rules, so now is the time to act if cheap money is important to you. Another reason that now is the right time to start your custom home project is that the old saying goes, they're not making any more land. So it's always been a challenge here in New Jersey to find suitable property for your custom home. Everybody has a different idea of what the perfect piece of property is, whether it's in town, in a neighborhood where the kids can ride their bikes, or if it's out of town because you want privacy, you have horses, you have the idea of building a detached garage for a car collection. Whatever all these things are, there's always been a challenge in finding land, and with more people in the market right now, that challenge is getting bigger and bigger. So now's the right time to work with a builder to get an idea of what the property should look like and what it'll cost to develop, and now is exactly the right time to buy that property for your custom home. Next, and this may be the most important concept for clients to understand, especially when talking about is now the right time to build a custom home, and that is, it takes a long time to plan a custom home build. So we can accept the fact that lumber prices are extraordinarily high. We can accept the fact that some other material suppliers are trying to coast off of that high lumber price and raise their prices. And we're managing those things through our suppliers the best we can. But the fact is that when we actually start building your custom home and we place an order for lumber, maybe 6 or 9 months from now, if you get all the planning done. So don't wait to start planning your custom home. Get it started now. You could always stop just before you start construction, but getting the planning stages done should be something you do as soon as possible, because planning always takes longer than you think. And let me just say, planning includes things like designing a home, working with a builder on a contract that fits your needs, doing engineering on a piece of property that you bought, and getting permits accepted by the town, the state, the county. All of these things take time. They're not in your control. The time is not in your builder's control. So get it started sooner than later. And that way, when you are ready to build a custom home, you're ready to go. Another reason to consider building a custom home right now, a reason to feel good about jumping into the custom home market, is that I don't care who you're talking to, nobody knows what's going to happen 6 months from now. And it is quite possible that prices will go up from this point for 6 months, and for a year. The market is hot. The economy is only going to pick up, and we're only going to get more players into this market where we're building beautiful custom homes. So if you're thinking about delaying because prices are going to come down, there's no guarantee. Many times material costs go up in this business and they never go back down. So you may be putting your plans off for a long, long time. Okay, this is going to be a tough one for you to hear. And I know it's going to surprise you, but you're not getting any younger. That is a good reason to build a custom home. Now, that's a little bit of a joke that you're not getting any younger. I'm not getting any younger either. But you're in a place in your life right now that you're never going to be in again. And maybe that's you're getting ready to have your first baby, or you just got married, or your kids are getting old enough to get into a school district that you want to be good. There's a million things. Maybe in my case, my youngest child is finishing up her college career, and we're going to be empty nesters soon. Maybe you're looking at retirement down the road, or maybe your career changed, or a big one right now is you're not driving into the city anymore. You're not going to the office every day, and you are working from home in a dungeon in a basement or in some little corner in the mudroom. Whatever it is, your life situation right now is different than it was a year ago. And how long are you going to wait to build the perfect home for you and your family to enjoy? And how long will your family be around to enjoy that perfect house that you just built? So if you're thinking about building a custom home, if you can afford it, do it right now, get it started, and enjoy that home as long as possible. Okay, so one more reason that now's the best time to build a custom home is pent-up demand. The fact is, we're hearing people say, we're gonna wait a year. I believe from my experience, a year from now, all of these people are gonna be tired of waiting and they're gonna come into the marketplace to build a custom home. You're gonna have a hard time finding a custom home builder, a sider, a roofer. We already have labor shortages. We already have material tight from COVID shutdowns, but I believe that's gonna continue to grow. It's gonna continue to restrict the marketplace, and that is not gonna get better over time. Even if lumber prices come tumbling down, which if they do, you're gonna see even more people flood back into the market. So, market constrictions, the availability of labor, the availability of builders, these are all reasons to say, right now is the time I want to start looking for my custom home builder. I want to find somebody that I love. I want to find a builder that I really trust. Find them now, get your process started. Now is the time for you to build that custom home. So in the beginning, I promised to keep it short and sweet. And here's my final thought, and it's what I told you in the beginning. I want to tell you one reason that may not be the time for you to build a custom home. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you've enjoyed this content. It helps us know that we're putting out good stuff. It makes it worthwhile for us to take the time to create these videos. One reason to not get in the custom home market is, have you been out there and you're frustrated with trying to buy an existing home? The existing home market is so tight that houses are selling in a day, maybe less than a day. Are you frustrated by that process? Well, jumping over to building a custom home is not your solution. The cost structure of building a custom home is not the same as buying an existing home. Imagine you're building a house that's 20 years old. The furnace, the roof, the siding, the windows, the floors, all the appliances, the kitchen cabinets are all 20 years old. We're talking about building something that's brand new infrastructure, sewer, septic, utilities. Everything's new, everything's the latest and greatest. That costs more than an existing. There's also the time frame. You can buy an existing home and move in 30 days later. We're seeing people close on a house in 30 days and move in. Custom homes, they take time to plan. We just talked about it. They take time to actually build. All of these things are different. You may need a year to a year and a half for your custom home project, maybe longer. And so the process of building a custom home is not a replacement for you can't find that house in a neighborhood that you're looking for. So I hope that was good information. I appreciate you standing here and giving us a watch, and I hope that you hit the like button, you subscribe, you hit the bell, which will give you notifications when new videos come out. We appreciate it. Good luck with your custom home.